Time to get this thing recharged. Oh, it is a little bit on the chilly side, however, this morning. Okay, just leave that to charge for a little while. So far the solar powered editing is getting there. And at least, although it's freezing outside, I'm not going to have to get into a cold car. That really is priceless. I know everyone always says it and it's probably really boring, but I don't care. When the weather is like this and it's cold outside, yes, to the warm car.
If I wear trousers,
You're good to go, Jasper.
And it's really, 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 really windy, it wouldn't matter, I will be still calm.
I see. Right, come on, let's go. Check out this ice. That is some very, very serious iciness that has landed on my car. I've got some shopping to do now because it's Soph's birthday tomorrow and it's Black Friday today. Now, I was going to talk about the awesome utopia, that is a world where batteries are plentiful and cheap. However, Tesla have just released some details about the next gen Roadster, so instead I'm going to talk about that. Just picked up a 2 terabyte hard drive that I needed in order to keep the old vlog running. Hello! You could be the perfect person to help me. It's Soph's birthday tomorrow and I need to find something to get her. Oh. Where's good round here?
Okay.
Sorry, you're not busy, are you?
Just normal level visits, just eating sweets and
Thanks to my friend, Sophie's all dealt with. Yes! You know, I was almost going to get her a big TV, but then I kind of thought it might be a little bit like that sort of Homer getting Marge a bowling ball thing. Yummy coffee, good company, and all my shopping problems have been dealt with. Bit of a tight space, but time to plug this in outside, I think. Then I have to go get Jasper from school. I've watched the video. Okay, yeah, the Tesla truck is cool and all, and that does tie in quite nicely with what I was saying yesterday about how when batteries are cheap and plentiful, it's going to transform the way we get around, not just in cars but trucks as well. However, I can't quite get over how awesome that Roadster is, both in terms of looks and, oh my word, the performance. Mind blowing. Okay, that's pretty much charged up now. Awesome. I left the plug in the house. There we go. Yeah, I do hope that I'm going to get the opportunity to actually get a second gen Roadster because of the referrals from Tesla. I think I got something like 40% off, which would be pretty awesome. There is, however, just one small problem. It's not the £4,000 credit card payment you have to make as soon as you reserve. It's the £185,000 wire transfer that has to follow it if you want the Founders Series one. If you just want an ordinary Roadster second gen, you still have to make a £34,000 payment within 10 days. Which, yeah. Now, I'm sure there are plenty of people out there with that kind of money just lying around waiting to head off to Fremont. Unfortunately, that's not me. Still, extremely exciting. And it does tell you a huge amount about the reasons why EVs are basically a foregone conclusion. It's just a question of getting the battery price and volume to a point where it's accessible for a majority of people. So, yet again, what we've got is Tesla out there proving to the world that battery electric technology is basically the way forwards. And the sticking point is the production of batteries in volume at a decent price. That's always been my assertion. That's why I have faith in batteries and I have no faith in hydrogen. There's still actual science that needs to be done. Batteries, on the other hand, they're fine as they are. Yeah, we might have some fantastic new breakthrough in 5-10 years time. Solid state batteries with no degradation. That would be lovely, but it's not necessary. With hydrogen, they still actually need to make some breakthroughs in order for it to be a viable competition. a large part of the reason for that actually is because the vehicle becomes very complex, lots of piping, valves, things that can leak, all that kind of thing. For example, I did think it was very interesting when you look at the Roadster sort of videos that are cropping up. The one I'm thinking of particularly here is from Drag Times. One of the points that was made over and over again was that this vehicle had been doing these 0 to 70, 0 to 80 launches over and over and over again for hours and hours. And this is a pre-production handmade vehicle, and it's doing this without breaking down. Whereas most other hypercars that have got any chance at getting anywhere close to a 0 to 60 of 2 seconds, if you did a launch like that over and over again, I'm pretty sure they'd be broken after an hour. You know, melted clutch, something along those lines. Mechanically speaking, they don't have the inherent design advantages. At least for high performance vehicles, EVs have got to be the way forwards, because nothing else actually stands any chance of competing. Because this is it, right? You take this Roadster, okay, 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. Incredibly fast, but you drive that vehicle slowly and it will use considerably less energy than a Prius. Right, I'm going to jump in the back now and do a quick bit of emergency editing. I'll see you back at home probably. You don't have to get changed, Monkey, because you're already wearing home clothes. Come on, let's get you in.
I'm wearing home.
Jasper has been really good at school today, so we're going to go have a sort of treaty dinner. Come on then, Jasper, let's get some food. It's a bit chilly, isn't it? Come on. You're gonna love this. Whoa. So it's for both of us, Monkey. You're looking a bit cold there, Jasper. Are you a bit chilly? See, Jasper, being good at school is well worth it, isn't it?
And Dad, when I'm outside with my coat on, it doesn't matter, I will be still cold.
You could put the coat on and then you wouldn't be cold, you silly monkey. Anyway, well done for your good behaviour at school. I need you to write Mummy's birthday card now. Quick solar update then before I sign off for the day. We had a nice sunny day today, so all the batteries are still fully charged and my vlog is still 100% solar powered, with the exception of the mains lighting, which is still on from when Jasper was up earlier. Tomorrow's going to be overcast and rainy, however, so I don't really know if this is going to be continuable, or maybe it'll run the batteries down a bit and then the next day I'll be able to build it back up again, but there won't be an interruption in service. Who knows? So what I do know though, the Tesla Roadster Gen 2 is beautiful looking. It does still, to my eye, have some hints of the old Lotus shape to it, which I actually quite like. So there's a sort of a feeling of continuity there. We're going to dig into the future of long distance haulage, I think a little bit more possibly tomorrow, and keep mainly focused with the Roadster, which is beautiful, has a ridiculous range, insane acceleration, blisteringly fast top speed. In other words, I'm trying to think if there's a box it doesn't tick. We don't know what the luggage capacities are like yet, but I bet it's going to be good. Elon Musk likes to throw these things out there because he knows that by doing something like this that gets people's hearts pumping and the blood racing, not the truck so much, the Roadster, it helps to keep the public fully enthused. And because of the dynamic of Tesla ownership and the brand recognition and all the rest of it, if he gets a decent number of deposits on the Founders Series Roadster and even the non-Founders Series Roadster, he's going to have a fairly large injection of cash into that business, which I'm guessing is probably part of the reason why they thought this was a good idea. because they need the cash to get Model 3 properly running off the production line, at which point they'll be in a position to fulfill the orders on the Roadster, hopefully. You know, it's Model 3 is where it's all at. Everything else is just all about supporting the production of Model 3, because Tesla is not really a company that does the sort of niche products. I mean, it has been a company that's done niche products, but that's not where they want to be at. They want to be at the mass market, helping as many people as humanly possible to drive in an EV. It's how they get there. That's where the strategy differs from other companies. I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it, share it and subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram if you don't already, and I will see you tomorrow for the next installment of my daily vlog. Bye! Come on, Jasper. No, it's not a climbing frame in there, monkey. Please. Come on. Jump out, monkey. Mustn't climb around inside the car. It's not that you can't, it's that it makes a mess of the car.